Liverpool continue their drive for a 20th league title tomorrow as they travel to Fulham for what could be a tough but critical game for the Reds. During the build-up to the game, some interesting Virgil Van Dijk contract news has been revealed, giving us a better idea on the future of our captain. We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Liverpool were reportedly pursuing a move for Alexander Isak back in 2022, only for Jurgen Klopp to prefer Darwin Nunez instead. The Reds have felt the wrath of Isak twice this season, with the Newcastle striker scoring against them at both St James's Park and Wembley. Strong reports have suggested that the 25-year-old is a leading summer target for Liverpool, though the Magpies are adamant that they will keep hold of their star player. According to Sky Sports' Lyle Thomas, the Reds recruitment team wanted to sign Isak back in 2022, at which point he was still at Real Sociedad. Instead, it's claimed that Klopp and Pep Lijnders pushed to bring in Nunez from Benfica, eventually paying an initial £64 million for the Uruguayan, who had scored against the Reds the previous season. Hindsight is a wonderful thing in football, but Klopp must surely look back and rue his decision not to heed the advice of the recruitment team. Nunez is now coming towards the end of his third season at Liverpool, but huge question marks still surround his all-round worth as a player, and he's largely expected to depart this summer. While his personality makes him a popular figure at Anfield, his finishing remains erratic, as does his decision-making. While Nunez has struggled at Anfield and was relegated to third-choice centre-forward by both Klopp and Arne Slot, Isak is now among Europe's top strikers following a magnificent season for Newcastle. The Swede has 20 Premier League goals in 2024/25, behind only Mohamed Salah, 27, and Erling Haaland, 21, also becoming the 7th fastest player to reach 50 goals in the division. Well over £100 million is expected to be required if Liverpool are to have any chance of signing Isak in the summer, with Arsenal also in the mix. At this point, Eintracht Frankfurt striker Hugo Ekitike seems like the more viable option, with Red scouts said to be monitoring him closely. Either way, Nunez's time at Liverpool should come to an end when this season is finished, having not developed enough since 2022. Klopp and Lijnders would have been wise to trust the recruitment team on this one. Now, in the latest Virgil Van Dijk update, Virgil van Dijk is yet to reach an agreement over a new contract, but is not panicking over the delay, insisting there will be news and he loves the club. Van Dijk has now entered the final 3 months of his current deal with Liverpool, and talks are ongoing over a possible extension. It is evident that player and club remain at odds when it comes to either the length of a new contract or the salary involved, or perhaps both, and until a resolution can be found, supporters will remain concerned. The same applies to Mohamed Salah, but like the Egyptian, Van Dijk has made it clear that he prefers to stay at Anfield beyond this season. In a live Q&A on Thursday, the Dutchman was asked whether he had any good news to share on his future. "I can't say more than there will be news in the upcoming weeks," Van Dijk replied in a video shared on TikTok. Whether that's positive or not, I have no idea at this point. What I do know, and I've mentioned it many times before, is I'm calm and what will happen. Like I said also many times before, I love the club and the club loves me. I love playing for Liverpool. I love leading out the boys each and every game. And at this stage, I'm not really panicking whatsoever, so let's see. While it could remain a worry that Van Dijk still has no idea whether or not he will be a Liverpool player next season, he has emphasised his commitment to the club. It is still widely expected that both he and Salah will eventually agree terms on new deals, but there is a growing acceptance that this will only come either in the final weeks of their contracts or even later in the summer. That certainly does not help when it comes to squad planning, or for either those players or their teammates in deciding their own futures. But as is the case on the pitch, Van Dijk is still calm as you like regarding his situation, and is clearly eager to transmit that to supporters eager for an update. In other news, speculation over Trent Alexander-Arnold's expected move to Real Madrid has been impossible for the Liverpool squad to ignore, admits Andy Robertson. Alexander-Arnold is currently sidelined due to a hamstring injury, and there are doubts over whether the vice-captain will feature again for Liverpool. This comes with a free transfer to Real Madrid deemed imminent, with reports over the international break suggesting a deal was all but agreed. While Arne Slot has insisted it remains business as usual, it is obvious that, in the modern era, such reports will filter down to the rest of the squad. And speaking to journalists, including the Press Association's Carl Markham, after the Merseyside derby, Robertson admitted as much. Trent's head is not great because he's injured. He hates being injured. None of us like being injured, but it hurts Trent a little bit more. That's all he is focused on, the left-back said. It is impossible for me to say we have not seen all the noise and everyone commenting on it. But for us, our focus is for him to get back fit and healthy. Once he does that, what will happen will happen. No one knows that yet. People can talk and speculate, but for us, we want Trent back very soon. Robertson's assertion that regardless of the talk around Alexander-Arnold and ongoing doubts over both Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah, Liverpool's focus remains on the task at hand certainly rings true. There are no signs of distraction on the pitch, perhaps bar a sluggish display from Alexander-Arnold against Man United in January, and the Reds are 13 points from the title. We just look to the next game. You guys talk about the 12 points, but we talk about the next 3 points, Robertson continued. Every game becomes bigger for us. We have 8 games left. Every time we pick up 3 points brings us closer to where we want to be. But we are still a long way off that. It was good to be back to winning ways, and we go again Sunday, which will be a really tough game. The fans can get carried away, we are allowing them to get carried away, and we take great pleasure in that. But we have to stay focused. We are the players, we have a job to do. Keep pushing and keep winning games to get us over the line. If the time comes, we will be sure to enjoy it, but we are not thinking that far ahead. In the end, while speculation continues to swirl around Trent Alexander-Arnold's future, the message from inside the Liverpool camp is clear. The focus remains firmly on the present. With the title race still alive and every point crucial, the squad, led by voices like Andy Robertson, is determined to block out the noise and push toward the finish line. Whatever happens off the pitch will play out in time, but on it Liverpool's sights are set on silverware. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you, I'll see you in the next video.